So this is from the Homebrew Star Wars campaign that my husband is DMing. The rules are based off of the Game of Knights of the Old Republic, and it's 5e. So we're allowed to play as a fighter, a rogue, and a ranger, and they are equal to a soldier, scout, and a scoundrel. My character is a Togruta named Kesha, who has a droid familiar companion that is a mouse droid named Tyke. Here is how our campaign starts, and before anything goes into it, here are our characters. We have Tor Valor, which is our great value Mandalorian. We have Baraka. He's a Zabrak that looks like the Mortal Kombat character of the same name, so still just as ugly. And we have Ren Garen, who is a Syrian with a love for tech. So how this all started, we worked at Kagu's delivery service on Taurus, and we all worked at different parts. My character was a mechanic, everyone else did other things. And so as we are going about our daily lives, and I believe it was nighttime that happened, I go into this ship, and I'm like, okay, what the heck's going on? Because there was all these people in there, and they're like, we're running from stuff. I'm like, what the heck are you running from stuff? And so they take me outside, and we notice that there are dead bodies on the ground. And we're starting to look around. We go out, we find, I think a couple of characters decide to loot the body, which is always fun. And then we decide there's something that happens, and then we have to run back to the Ebon Hawk, which is the ship that will now be in our, that will now forever be in our possession, and that is also labeled as my personal ship. So as we're running to the Ebon Hawk, we notice that the stormtroopers are coming our way, and there is one in particular. He comes to us. He takes his helmet off. He is a black guy, if you guys are well aware. It's Finn, and he tells us that he needs the ship for General Leia, and that we need to get it to the Resistance base as soon as possible. So as soon as he gets there, he helps us, we all get together and everything like that. And then there's a noise outside that happens, and so we go outside and we notice that there's this silver chrome looking stormtrooper. Who do you think that is? It's Phasma. So he decides he's going to be like, yeah, guys, let's help. So I have my blaster. Tor Valor, our great value Mandalorian, he goes out. He starts pew, 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 pew. And I'm trying to just like pew, pew with my little blaster as well. So we eventually defeat this Phasma character. And I say character because as we defeat her, she kind of turns to, like, there's no one there. It's like, poof, she disappears. And we're left with, like, an empty shell of a body, like all of her armor and stuff. And we learn that it was a phantom that was in the armor. So, while we're trying to defeat Phasma, or this Phasm Phantom, as it were, Finn pulls out his lightsaber. Now, in-game, he's like, I'm going for it, and he's going to go slash her. Well, the DM who rolls for the NPCs, which is non-playable characters, he gets a natural one. And if for anybody that doesn't play D&D, a natural one is really bad. It's pretty much like a nuclear bomb. So he goes to help with his lightsaber, and he turns it on. He looks really cool and majestic, and then all of a sudden he trips and turns his lightsaber off. So that did not help, and he was like, man, Rey is gonna kill me. But anyways, we do defeat this Phantom Phasma, and then as we are going through this ship, we're going through the shipyard, we're noticed that a lot more stormtroopers are coming into play, and then we also notice that Kylo Ren happens to be there, and he's bringing more troopers in as we are, and he's also trying to hold us back. So the way that we do our particular rolls is that we roll a d20, and per the DM, if we roll higher than a 10, we're able to do whatever force that we do know. If not, then we can't do it. So after a series of all of us rolling and being able to do either a performance check or see what we can do, we're able to take off into the atmosphere and get away from Kylo Ren and him pulling onto the ship. So as we are taking off and we head out into space, we notice that there's a blockade over the planet. And we're like, how are we gonna get past that?
That recording